So I wanted to share a little bit about what it looks like potentially to begin to infuse your life with ritual. And again, I'm not really breaking down all the different components of ritual and the nuances of it. And there's so many things that I couldn't possibly teach you because it's individual to your own experience and your lineage. And at the same time, the invitation here is to be engaged with sacred play. And things are low stakes in general, and especially in this domain when we're learning something new or we're remembering how to do something that is inside of us, but we're learning to really re-evoke. And one way to create ritual within our lives is to begin to understand how much the unseen world is a part of our daily life. How much our prayers and intentions do carry an impact into our world. So for instance, I'm in the middle right now of having my car in the shop, and it was this really, really expensive failure. And so as the car was in the shop, I was like, all right, please, I just offered some ash, which is a very powerful thing to offer. I just offered to the earth, and I'm like, just please allow this process to be so easy and inexpensive, and allow whatever's happening to have just the most easeful and graceful pathway possible. And so I got it back from the shop, and it said, bad news is it's going to be $3,000. Good news is it's covered by an extended warranty from the manufacturer. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I take it to the manufacturer and then to the dealership, and they're working on it and they don't get it back in a day. And I call them like, hey, I really could use a car here. Is there a way that you can give me a car as the car is getting worked on? And they're like, well, we're not normally able to. We'll see what I can do. And they're able to give me a free rental car. And so the thing is free, and I get a free rental car. And I'm not saying that this wasn't already capable of happening. And this is kind of a chicken and egg thing, because maybe the ritual is just in service of opening my perspective and keeping it open and being willing to ask what's possible given a situation. Maybe it did influence something that allowed more ease than would have been possible if I didn't make the offering. And for me, it doesn't really matter, because the more that I engage in ritual, the more there is more ease in my life, and I just see more and more synchronicity. And any situation as mundane as like having the car having an issue, or looking for a new house or a place to live, or job searching, or having a tough conversation you're going to have with someone, to begin to send prayers and just ask for the most amount of ease and the highest possible outcome to come forth by using some water or using some ash that you have, which is also very powerful, like I had said, offering, because ash is kind of an essential part of reality, because it's the only thing that fire can't destroy. And so I just go to, ideally you want to like have a fire pit or something, you can get ash from it. But I just go to the local campgrounds and just get the ash from the barbecues, and I just have ash, and I make ash offerings all the time. And although it sounds a little bit weird and sort of indigenous in some way, it's helped me connect to the earth, and it's helped me connect to the elements, and it's helped me see how much co-creative potential I have through having a pure intention and asking through prayers and invocation and offerings, not just to assume that I can say a prayer and it's going to come together, but actually bringing an energetic currency to bear that is ash or dried flowers or water, and infusing it with prayer. It expedites something, and it helps to connect to these deeper indigenous roots that we all are. We all are indigenous inside of our DNA. We have this inside of our genetic history as human beings, this deep sacred connection to the earth and to the elements. And the more we begin to tap into it by just offering things to what seems like small or trivial situations, this deeper dare I say, magic gets reawoken inside of our soul and inside of our body. And we begin to see how much the unseen world, how much the magic of nature and the interdependence of all these factors of life truly are. And as we see things as more connected, then saying a prayer for something to go more smoothly just seems really logical. And I think anything that we do that helps us question our rigid certainty of beliefs of how reality is a good thing. And when we can begin to let go of our thinking mind and our doubting mind and be in the body and be connected to the earth and be connected to the elements and be connected to prayer, I really feel deeper layers of our spiritual potential can be made manifest for the benefit of our lives and the benefit of all those that we engage with.